Okay, so jumping straight into definition. Um, well, actually, before the definition, let's talk about why we actually care about this. Look at this little paragraph right here. When we take two different integers and we divide them together, in some cases, like this one, 12 over 3, this will divide an integer by an integer and we'll get another integer. Sometimes we won't. Like 11 divided by 4 is 2.75. So if you divide an integer by an integer, you do not get another integer. So with that in mind, we want to have a special name for this. And so here's that special name. Take two integers a and b, where a is not going to be 0 because we are not allowed to divide by 0. We say that a divides b if there is another integer c such that b is equal to a times c. Or equivalently, until you get used to thinking of divides in this term right here, just do it like this. If b over a is an integer. So again, that's why we have a not being 0, because a is going to be in the bottom of that fraction. Now, when we do have the case that a divides b, a is called a factor of b, or a divisor of b, and b is called a multiple of a. And here is the notation that we're going to use, a slash b. That means that a divides b. And we use the a with a slash with another sideways slash over it to say that a does not divide b. So if we want to use that quantifier notation we had before, we say that a divides b if there exists a c such that a times c equals b, where we're talking about the integers. All right, so determine whether 3 divides 7 and whether 3 divides 12. Okay, for the first one, if we want to figure out if 3 divides 7, the answer is no, right? It's clear because, well, we can think of it 3 different ways. 7 over 3 is not an element of the integers. So, no, 3 doesn't divide 7. Or, said another way, there is no integer c such that we can write 7 as 3 times c. So these are equivalent ways to emphasize or to point out that 3 does not divide 7. But on the other hand, if we do the other example, the answer is going to be yes. Yeah. So does 3 divide 12? Yes. Yes, because 12 over 3 is equal to 4, which is an element of the integers. Or said another way, we can write, we can write 12 as 3 times another integer. So because we can find this other integer 4 and write 12 equals 3 times 4, that means that 3 does divide 12.